So, this is the game? This is it. I mean, I guess. So we finally got Deathstranding, and I gotta say, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. But Wild Fang, it's an experience. Bullshit. It's a bad game. And I'll tell you why. Before then, I'm gonna start off with some of the good things. There are things I liked about this game. First things first. The scenery is beautiful. It's beautiful. It looks good. It looks good. The soundtrack is pretty good. It's actually pretty damn good. Some of the movement options are really good. Like that. I'd be lying. I can't lie. Here's the rest of the game. Starting with the fucking story. Now, I don't know anything about anything. I've only played all of Kojima's games, except Metal Gear Acid, because I really didn't own the PSP at the time. I would have gotten it and played the fuck out of it. Mind you, I'm one of the people that played Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and I also play Kingdom Hearts. Now, I understand the story enough. But, let's be fucking real and honest with ourselves here, as a whole fucking unit. Right? Kojima cannot write a story to save his fucking life. He cannot do it.
Baby, huh?
With its help and you, we'll be able to stay one step ahead of them. Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you're plugging into the other side. Freaks me out too.
Roll out.
It is physically impossible for this man to write a story. Do you know why it's impossible for him to write a story? He doesn't really know how to write that good. His writing style is okay, but it's not good enough to carry a whole game.
And they're weapons too now.
That's right. Cord cutters. I should explain. BTs are connected to the other side via umbilical cords, right? When those cords bring the matter of our world into contact with the antimatter of theirs, boom. Void out. But just as Deadman theorized, your blood does have unique properties. It can be used to cut a BT's cord. So, I've added that function. Cut the cord of the BT, and it returns to the world of the dead.
I have a funny feeling that at Konami, they kind of put a limiter on him so he didn't get everything he wanted in the game. Because this game has a bunch of nonsense in it. There's Repatriate, or whatever. You got Dooms. There are BTs, which are the most understandable thing, but I'll get to BTs in the fucking moment. Give me a minute. There's the beach. There's freaking necrosis, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Documents said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on. Come and take a look. He's got a date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where are you taking him?
Closest incinerators to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
And put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
And then there's the side stuff where you can, listen to your emails and talk to people. Like I'm going to do any of that nonsense. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The story has bright moments. The story is quite possibly the best part of the game. But is the story enough to make a game whole? No. The story does not make a game. That never makes a game. Unless you're a Telltale style game. If you're really saying that the story is what the game is about, then you need to make the gameplay the same or match up with the story. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to play a game where the story is the main focus of the game and it has a freaking gameplay loop. And when I say gameplay loop, I really mean like the shit it's like, come on, man. And it's bad again when I say the story is just a fucking, it's just word soup. The fuck? It's just a bunch of words used. It's too much. It's way too damn much. It's so much that they put in this game that they did not limit themselves. And mind you, again, I'm a guy that I know my Kojima shit. I love his games. I love all of them. Even Zone of the Enders. I even like Castlevania Lord of Shadows that he had working, right? I love his shit. When he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's doing. When he doesn't, he fucking fucks up on an epic scale. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, Metal Gear Solid 5, on its own merit, is nonsense. And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really add up. But that's neither here nor there. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 3, quite possibly the best one, has a little bit of a why though. Metal Gear Solid 4, while it answers every single question, literally, it's all the questions that are answered in the game still don't make no fucking sense. It leaves you with questions. That's kind of why 5 was kind of pointless if you really put it in perspective. Survive is a bad game, and he had nothing to do with that, thank God. But, moving on. The story on Deathstranding, pretty much you're Sam, a repatriate with dooms or whatever the fuck they wanted to say, that is a deliverer of packages. He's a porter. His name is Sam Porter Bridges, and it turns out he can't die. He just goes to a beach or he gets drowned and which also has some funny effects. If you get captured by BTs or killed by BTs, you create craters and stuff. I've never seen that happen because I never really truly died in the game. I've only had situations where yeah, but moving on, I truly believe that Norman Reedus did a fantastic job, as long as Mads Mikkelsen, who also did a fantastic job, and Guillermo del Toro, who did all good jobs. All of them did fantastic jobs, and they did good. Everybody else in the game just seemed fucking plain and average to me, especially Mama, who I cannot take seriously because of one reason. That's the reason. Anywho, that being said, by the end of the game, while the story had some very bright spots, and I mean spots that are here, right? Everything else about it, it was just like, yo, I have to wait so long to get the full grasp of the story, and the story is it's just adding words and throwing words out there that by the time I was done with the game, I can honestly say I don't know what the story was about, but I know what the story is about at the same time. Forget my meaning. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm playing. At the same time, I get what I'm playing. I get what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I get it. So, like I said, the story is quite possibly the best part of the game. Moving on to the music and sound. Now, the music and sound. The music, I can't play it here because I'll get copyright striked again, which I cannot get for a second time, or the channel will be canceled again. The sound, like the straight up sound, is actually really good. Like when you hear Sam running and he's out of breath and he's kind of like making mentions like, "Oh my God," or whatever, or "Calm down, Sam," or "Why did you trip, Sam?" Or, "Come on, pay attention, bro." It's like he's talking to both himself and the player at the same time on what he's doing, and it's actually really fun. You know, you can't really complain about stuff like that. I like nuances like that, and I like how when you run to the bases, they see what's on your back and see if you have a weapon, and either they'll say all weapons are locked and everything, so you can't really do anything about that. So I actually like the small stuff where, you know, every sound matters. I also like the sound of the BTs make, you know, because you can actually fucking hear them. If you can't see them, you can hear them, and you can kind of navigate around BTs, even with the thing kind of blasting in your ear. I kind of like that you can just kind of la around BTs, and I love it. It's actually pretty good. The soundtrack is, again, it's also amazing. It's just, again, I can't play nothing here. I'm going to get in trouble. So I'm going to move on from there. The graphics. The graphics are fucking amazing. Everything looks good. Everything looks amazing in this game. The graphics, the background, everything. Cannot complain about the graphics. I did have some hiccups here or there, but then again, I'm on a PlayStation Pro in boost mode, and I had zero issues with the game.
Sam, looks like you've got a body on your hands. Doesn't matter how it happened, you can't ignore it. And if you're directly responsible, all the more reason to clean it up. Any corpse left alone will eventually go necro and pop a BT. You've got to dispose of it before that happens.
I really have not too much to say. Like, the vistas are pretty, freaking running around. You can just see how much detail they put in the game. You can kind of tell. It was fucking amazing. Now, let's move on to the worst part of the fucking game I have ever fucking thing. The worst part of the game. Let's just talk about the fucking gameplay. The gameplay. So, for those who don't know, in Death Stranding, what you are doing 95% of the time is delivering a package from A to B to C. That's it. Now, you have things that are in between A, B, and C, like the mules. And I'm going to get started with shit why I hate this fucking game in this regard. I'm going to start off with rain. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but in the lore of Death Stranding, when it rains, it's called timefall. And when it's timefall, stuff ages or gets old really quickly. Now imagine if you have a bunch of shit on your back and you are running to your destination and it starts to fucking rain. When it fucking rains, your packages can get fucking destroyed. And in that logic, if your package that you are for a main mission gets destroyed, it's a game over, which is fucking stupid. The only way to get a real game over is your package gets destroyed. Shit's fucking dumb if you haven't really noticed. Which is credence to what I have to say, that this game truly is a FedEx simulator or UPS simulator or USPS simulator. You're just delivering packages throughout the game. And for people who say, I like the game, it's an experience. Yes, it's an experience. I now know how to be a USPS mailman. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I know how to deliver like UPS. Yeah, just, keep your packages on your back and run at high speeds until you get to where you need to get. What the fuck? This game it's an action game too. The game tells you it's an action game. When selecting the difficulty, the game goes, this is an action game for, like, no. The game tells you it's an action game. The game literally tells you in the beginning when you first start the damn game. This is a fucking action game. So why is it that the action game elements in this game are fucking ass? Prime example. when you're fighting fucking mules or trying to sneak past them. What the fuck is the point of sneaking past a mule? Sometimes. Look, I like carrying everything in a fucking vehicle. You know what fucking bugs me the most? Is when a mule with his god tier aim throws a spear. They have spears, by the way, that can shut down your vehicle. And when they don't miss, because they don't, and you shut down, you have to kind of, you know, and all your shit's in the truck, you kind of have to take him out. Now, for some reason, Sam can punch him and knock him out, and then other ones can come and wake him up, but, you know, yeah, it's whatever. You get weaponry later, and all this shit, but Sam's hit ratio, or when Sam gets hit, he doesn't flinch, so it's a little annoying to think you didn't get hit by shit, but you're getting hit by the world, and you're dead.
Sam, we've recorded a spike in chiral levels not far from your position. I think it might be a body. A body about to go necro. I've marked it on your map. If I'm right, you need to deal with it fast. Like right now.
And which, when you die when mules are there, they steal your shit, which is fucking stupid. Why are they taking my shit? Mules, by the way, are people who want to deliver packages on their own without being stuck with the United Cities of America, which is pretty stupid if you really think about it, because they don't deliver shit and no one likes them. So what are you really doing? You're just taking packages. What the fuck? Why don't you just call them thieves or something? But they're mules and they take shit, which is dumb. Now the next set of people are called the demons. The demons, on the other hand, have guns and they will fuck your life up if you're not paying attention and make the baby cry. Now if the baby cries, he goes into a fucking mode where you can't see BTs, which is useless. Which, if he goes in that mode in which you run into a rain, which will happen playing this fucking game, you'll run into BTs. Which means you can't see them, you have to literally hear them. And if you're really over this shit, like by this point I am, you have to fucking fight a boss BT, in which you kill them and the BT clears out the area. Which is You know, if you're really into the game, that's actually preferable than sneaking past the fucking BTs. Every time you go into an area, which is just let yourself get caught by the BTs and go fuck up the main bad guy, in which it's fucking weird, by the way. It's just weird. Next thing, the BTs. Now I told you, the rain signifies that, you know, downfall is coming or whatever, timefall is coming, and it also signifies that fucking BTs are close. BTs and rain are the worst fucking combination in the world. If the BT thing was just a BT thing, it was like I wouldn't have a problem with BTs. BTs would be the best part of the game because they're legitimately kind of fucking scary. But unfortunately, when you're running through the game and you're kind of like, hey, my BTs, or I can see these BTs and I have grenades and shit, they become less scary. And also, you have to focus too much on your packages, man, while facing BTs. Because if they capture you, they get you in this tar-like substance, which fucks your equipment up. So it's best to have a goddamn truck nearby, in which that takes most of the fucking damage of you fighting a boss, BT.
It's over. Gonna have to go.
And the boss BTs are some of the... They're kind of fun. Some of them are fun. One of them is fucking stupid. And the other is really damn hard to fight. Now, I can tell you there are multiple moments where I was like, fuck it. Let's just get captured by the BTs. Fucking fight the BT and kill all of the BTs in the area. That makes sense. You're right. Now, moving on from there. Let's talk about the humans again. Now, the game has a mechanic, lore-wise and gameplay-wise, where killing somebody will result in necrosis, which will result in BTs coming in the area. This is a lie. I have killed a total of like 50 people in the game, no repercussions in the slightest. I literally would shoot somebody and the baby would cry, which at this point, I was over it. I didn't give a fuck. I would kill everybody, right? And even one time, I stood next to a body for more than a couple of hours. Real life couple of hours. Nothing happened. No BTs came. The body remained there on the map for days.
The table. More corpses, more BTs, and potentially more poison. If you kill anyone, you'll be putting not only yourself, but countless other people at risk.
in game and out game time. It remained there for days. Nothing happened. Not a single thing happened, and all I was doing, I was laughing my ass off as the dead body remained on the floor on the map, and I continued about my day. To the point where I literally cleared out mule and demon camps specifically so I can have a peaceful fucking life. Because that shit is fucking frustrating to have to deal with them. In a non-action game where certain places you can't stealth, right? In an action game, which you can't stealth by every single demon and mule, because in some places there's all open terrain and these motherfuckers can see you from a billion miles away, and the mules have spear hands of Jesus and Fergie who can throw them shits and they go all the way fucking across the field. In which, why are they mules at that point? Why don't just go play fucking football? It doesn't make any sense. So that part of the lore is bullshit. Story-wise, yes, it works. It's like that. Necrosis. Gameplay-wise, nothing really happened to me. I literally just played the fucking game. Nothing happened. And I went through the game. La-di-da-di. After I murdered shit tons of people. And I never took nobody to the incinerator. I never had the fucking balls or urge to. I had to take the story mission stuff to the incinerator. But I literally found one dead body. It was like, fuck it. I'll take it to the incinerator. Next thing I want to say about the gameplay, and this is me being dead ass. The best part of the fucking gameplay were 3 different occasions. Cliff, right? Which is a boss. Sorry to spoil it. Cliff. 2 of those Cliff boss fights were fucking fun as hell. One of those fucking BT boss fights, or no, there was a situation where you had to cross the ocean while, encounter the BTs. That part was fucking amazing.
Can't say I would have ever thought of that. Well done, Sam. With you out there giving it your all, there's hope for us yet.
You know what the next amazing part was? And I'm really not gonna lie to you guys. Was Higgs.
Trade a lot of your time for a little bit of the city's? Hell, seems like a fair exchange to me. You see, the truth is, I don't much care for my face. That's why I hide it. Oh, but you... Ooh, you just love yours, don't you? I bet Daddy was real proud. Oh. Don't worry. I won't mess it up. See, I want your face to be a kind of testament.
Why did you do it? Why did you betray me?
Because I found someone who completes me. Someone who doesn't need me to wear a mask. Oh. Word to the wise. Even if you do save South Knot, you'll always be the nut job who blew up Middle Knot. Oh, and that pretty face of yours will always be remembered as the face of a terrorist. They'll never stop hunting you. Believe me, I know. Oh, they can slap a sticker on you, but you're still gonna break in transit. Oh. So, what's it gonna be?
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
Well, good luck with that.
I'll take the damage. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. Because I'm fragile, but I'm not that fragile.
Higgs was the best boss fight in the game. Now, speaking of Higgs, I wanted to save Higgs. I didn't put him in the generalized thing when I spoke earlier about the voice acting and all that stuff, right? But Higgs, played by Troy Baker, was the best fucking part of the game.
This was only ever gonna end one way. So come on!
Kojima still knows how to make a person hateable but you like to hate the guy. Liquid Snake was that guy back then. Hell, Anubis was that guy in Tone of the Enders. You hate the guy. You hate them, but you want to kill them and you want to beat them, and you love the fact that, hey, I'm driven throughout this game to get your ass. Like, come on, son. He still knows how to do it. Higgs was that guy. Higgs' boss fight was fucking fun as fuck. Like, are you serious? And sorry to spoil it, but Higgs was literally the best part of the game. Bar none. I had no other, like, the most fun I had was killing demons, killing mules, and fucking Higgs. And speaking of killing BTs, right? You have to use blood weapons, which, pardon me when I say that they are the dumbest mechanic in the game. Now, look, if you take your gun and you load blood into it and you shoot it, nothing's prickling you or nothing. That's coming from your body. How are you still losing blood? Right? You take a pistol, you shoot it, and you shoot a BT with it, you're losing blood. You take a grenade who's already filled with blood, you throw it, and you're still losing blood. Ha! That doesn't add up. That doesn't add up at all, Chief. It doesn't really matter, but you lose your blood the more and more you use weapons to kill things, which is one of the consequences of actually doing violent actions, which means you need to sneak by the BTs. Now, I don't know about you, but I bought so many hematic grenades and guns to the battlefield or to the field that by the time I would get to a certain point, I literally would just fucking go a straight line. If a BT was in front of me, they'll die. And then continue going about my day. And it reversed my tracks. Because the map would tell you what you just did. Which was amazing in a way, if you think about it. It's pretty amazing. But, yeah, shit was still dumb. Now, moving on to the fucking results. There were people who loved this game. Like Young Yeah, for some reason. I don't know. Hell, even my man Ender, link to his channel below. I will link it somewhere either in the video or below. Ender will get, you know, I'll plug my man, right? They actually like the game. I don't know why. And I'm not gonna fucking stop them from liking the game. But for me, right? And for me and millions of people who obviously didn't like the game. Because the game, if you haven't noticed, didn't do the best here. It didn't do the best at all. Right? It's not the best selling game, I can tell you that. Right? But it still did well. It sold more than what I have in my fucking pockets right now. And I can honestly say, to me, that's not a bad thing. It's just, what? So that being said, my results.
Results.
I honestly would say rent. I rented it. I gameflied the shit out of it. I'm not gonna say buy. Like, the negatives are too numerous, so I obviously can't link them here and have them coming down on the thing when I edit this. I can only fucking say, I can't. I don't have positives with the game. Only positives is graphics and stuff. I can't do it. This game to me was actually terrible. And I was sick of seeing the words, very repetitive, 9 out of 10. And that's before the game came out, too. Then the game came out, and I was like, it's very repetitive, 5 out of 10. What the fuck? Like, come on, guys. And the funny thing is, when I'm agreeing with IGN on their review, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Because the funny thing is, with IGN, on that review, I agreed with them. I was like, holy shit, I actually agree with IGN. And then they did the Charlie's Angel review, and I was like, oh no. I thought me and IGN could get along, but then I remembered you can't spell ignorant without IGN, so, I mean, come on, guys. Yeah. Anywho, shoutouts to Ender, shoutouts to Nurgle, and if you like here, we have a Patreon, I guess. Link, everything will be linked below. I will catch you guys in the next Wild Fang review, because So far, this is one of the worst games I've played in my life. And when a game is actually more boring than Ghost Recon Breakpoint, something is fucking wrong with your game. Trust me. I hope Kojima makes a sequel and it's actually better than this. I mean, like, let's not make a game like how you made it before. Let's make a game actually better. I don't need to be delivering packages at all. That does not need to be a thing. Just fucking make a game. Make a game. Make your gameplay loop a gameplay loop. Shit. Let's not make a game based off of nothing. Okay? I'm sick of shit like this. And games like this get Game of the Year? Fuck no. This ain't even shit even been in contention for Game of the Year. The fuck? I'm glad Sekiro won that shit. God damn it. Catch you guys later.
Once we have the mics aligned to consume into the